Hey guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to another Nightwave Weekly Tips and Tricks. So, I have another new format for you guys today. We have like the third or fourth new format for these videos. And today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over all the challenges just really quickly at the beginning of the video and going over the wolf cred offerings, and then we'll go into an in-depth explanation of how to do these the most efficiently. So we have the first challenge, Assassin, complete 3 assassination missions. Second challenge, Conservationist, complete 10 perfect animal captures in the Orb Valis. Xmas Eliminator, kill 30 Xmas. There's also another Xmas challenge called Xmas Executioner, which is an Elite Weekly, where you kill 100 Xmas. There is another weekly called Sabotage, complete 3 Sabotage missions, no caches required. So, I mean, you don't really need to look for the caches at all. Complete 1 Sortie mission. Complete 3 Nightmare missions of any type. 10 Syndicate Missions. Defense with friends, so 40 waves of defense with a friend or clanmate. And then kill Profit Taker with friends again. So we've had that one 2 weeks in a row. Alright guys, so those are the challenges. Let's quickly go over the cred offerings and things I recommend in these cred offerings. There's always these Auric and Catalyst and Reactors if you need those. They are a lot of wolf creds though. As you see, I only have 15. There's no way I'm going to be able to afford that unless I grind a bunch. There's also Nightane, which is great for crafting things. There's also Vauban if you want the mastery out of Vauban. And then let's go over these cosmetics. So personally, I like this Limbo Arastias helmet. It kind of reminds me of a Black Mage from Final Fantasy. But it does look a little bit goofy at the same time, so this is going to be up to personal preference. Keep in mind, if you're equipping his idle animations, he takes off the hat and puts the hat back on for part of his animation set. So it looks really great. There's also this Equinox like scary helmet where you look scary. Yeah, I don't really use this one anymore, but I did used to use that. The Haro Suffragan helmet gives him like vampire fangs, and it's pretty nice. I don't really use that anymore, but if you put a gold color on this metal part at the top looks really nice with gold, so I recommend that one. Trinity Aura helmet is pretty nice as well. I mention this every time it's here, guys, but the Inaros Anubis helmet is one of the best non-Tenogen helmets in the game. So if you play Inaros, I definitely recommend this. It does take 5 Nightane to craft, so keep that in mind. But like it looks so much better than normal Inaros that I think it's definitely worth the Nightane. Let's move on. I'm not really a big fan of any of these, to be honest. This Wukong one might be nice. I could see that Wukong one being good looking. And then these mods, we have Steel Charge. Definitely recommend getting a Steel Charge if you don't have it already. Also Deadeye. Deadeye is great for Eidolons, and if you want to further buff your sniper rifle for some reason, it's also great for that. But definitely the only one you really need this week, guys, is Steel Charge if you don't have it. And then as far as these weapons go, and the weapon skins, these are both mastery fodder. There's not really any use for either of these, the Pangolin Sword or the Heat Dagger. So you can just get those for mastery if you want to. 50 wolf creds each, though, is kind of steep, but you know, you gotta get that mastery somehow. And then we have some desert camo skins that I don't really want. So that's it for the quick stuff, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. We're now going to be going over the in-depth explanations on how to do these efficiently. So we're going to start off with the first challenge, which is Assassin, where you have to kill 3 or do 3 assassination missions. So this is one of the easiest challenges in the game because there's this boss fight, air quotes boss fight. It's not really a boss fight. It's more like a tanky enemy on Phobos. So it's called the Iliad boss fight. The enemy's name is the Sergeant, and he's basically just a crewman with some armor. So definitely recommend doing that boss fight on Phobos. He drops the mag Warframe, and he takes like 5 bullets to kill, if that. Usually 1 bullet to kill with a fully modded gun. So yeah, definitely go bully him if you want to have an easy time. But if you don't want to just have like the easiest, cheesiest method possible, just go do some boss fights to farm Warframe. Say you don't have Valkyr, for example, go farm Jupiter, LV, and get Valkyr to drop. That works. Also, guys, keep in mind, Eidolons and Profit Taker do not count for this challenge because they're not assassination missions. They're just bosses, or world bosses. Alright, so moving on, we have the next one, which is, come on computer, capture 10 animals with perfect captures. So the fastest method is the Ivara Pobbers method, which I've displayed in previous videos. So basically what you do is you use the Ivara Warframe, you use a high range build on her Sleep Arrow, which is her first ability, you like cycle to the Sleep Arrow. You go invisible, you call these Pobbers, these little mouse things. They spawn in packs of 3. you get a pretty close to direct hit with your sleep arrow near that group of pobbers. Then you run over there as fast as you can and mash the capture button. And you can get 3 perfect captures from 1 animal call, guys. It saves so much time if you do the pobbers Ivara method for this. I've been told that there is a bug currently where the trank gun is not actually silent, although it's supposed to be. So if you're trying to use the trank gun for this and not use Ivara, I do recommend a Hushed Invisibility Loki, which will make the gun silent if it's still currently bugged. I have not tried that because I do not like doing conservation. So yeah, I'm going to just take people's word for that you do need to use a Hushed Invisibility Loki if you're not using Ivara. If you don't have an invisibility frame, maybe get a friend or something, or somebody that has an invisibility frame that will do these for you, because if a friend captures these guys with an Ivara or whatever, and they get perfect captures, and you're in the squad with them, it will still count for you, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, that's my suggestion for that. If you don't want to do pobbers, there's also stovers or kubradons, which are like higher tier hunt targets. They give you a lot more Fortuna rep per capture, but they only spawn like 1 at a time, so it does take a bit longer. Okay, so that's me, my recommendation for you. Use Ivara if you have her, because she's amazing. Let's move on to Xmas. So like I said, there's 2 Xmas challenges this week. We're going to knock them out in one little description right here. So basically, my suggestion to you guys for killing Xmas units is to do Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, which is the game mode unlocked to you after completing the new Strange Quest and talking to Cephalon Samaris in the relay. And there's also, if you get lucky and there's an Xmas Stronghold Sortie, or if you have access to arbitrations, those are also great spots to kill tons of Xmas units, guys. Alternatively, you could just do this passively throughout the week. Xmas units spawn in almost every mission, so like just killing 100 of them over the week if you're playing constantly shouldn't be too hard. But I'm just going to recommend Elite Sanctuary Onslaught or arbitrations, if you have those. Any mission will do, to be honest. Moving on to the Sabotage Challenge. Just no caches. No caches is super easy. So there's a couple missions I'm going to recommend to you that you can get this done in under 10 minutes. So there's Coca Beale on Europa, which is the ice planet. You basically just grab the data mass, go all the way to the reactor, activate the reactor, destroy the reactor, and leave. There's also Enceladus on Saturn, which is one of the really old Sabotage missions where you just basically shoot a truck or whatever. You shoot like 3 Grineer trucks and you leave. That one's really fast too. That might be just as fast, if not faster, than Coca Beale. And then third place is Ares on Mars, another really simple Sabotage mission. Just do that if you don't feel like doing Coca Beale or Enceladus on Saturn. So that's my suggestion for those. Should take you under 10 minutes easily, guys. Complete the sortie once, so basically just do the sortie. If you have access to the sortie, you can do this. Public matchmaking is available for these sortie missions. Make sure you do all 3 of them in one day. And the sortie is unlocked to you after completing the War Within story quest, guys. So if you've not completed that yet, make sure you do, because sortie is a great source of lots of different rewards. Moving on, we have to complete 3 nightmare missions. So the way you get a nightmare missions, guys, is you complete every mission on a planet besides the dark sector, and then that unlocks a nightmare mission on that planet once every 8 hours. So if you clear out all those missions on the planet and get that nightmare mission and complete it, it will be gone for another 8 hours. So 8 hours later, that mission or a mission will reappear on that planet, and it will be another nightmare mission. Those nightmare missions have special modifiers, and they give you a guaranteed rare mod at the end of it. Yeah, I'm just going to suggest that once you get access to a couple nightmare missions, just run the fast ones. Like if there's an exterminate nightmare mission, or if there's a capture nightmare mission, etc., I'd say go knock those out. But if you just want to get it done right away, and there's like a defense nightmare mission, don't feel too bad about running it. And that's a very simple one. We're going to move on to Syndicate Missions. So this one might actually take a bit, because you need to do 10 Syndicate Missions, guys. And you have I personally have 6 of them, because I only have 2 Syndicates I'm part of right now. But yeah, a way you can get around this without having to take multiple days, you can actually run Syndicate missions with your friends, if your friends are in Syndicates, that is, and you can complete it, go to the end, and it should count. It counted last time I did this, like a month ago. I have not tested it since then, but it did used to work. So I'm going to give you guys that suggestion that if you don't want to just wait a day to do some more Syndicate missions tomorrow, try to run some with a friend that has some just hanging around. It should be pretty easy, guys. And I personally don't run defense or interception Syndicate missions because they take too long, and they don't have the seeds usually. Alright, so let's move on to the final tips I have for you, and that's going to cover both of these with friends challenges. So If you guys didn't know, they'll actually be removing these with friends challenges with the next season of Nightwave. That's what they said in the dev stream. There shouldn't be any more with friends challenges. Actually, no. I think they're changing it to alliance members counting. So maybe they're actually not removing the with friends. Maybe I misspoke there. They're removing some stuff, but they're not removing with friends. They're gonna make it so alliance members count, which I guess is good because my alliance has like 3,000 members in it, and my clan only has like 900, I think, right now. So that'll give me better chances that someone's online. So yeah, but let's get back to the point here. So the 40 wave defense mission with clanmates or friends, I'm going to recommend that you bring a negative power strength build on Nova, and then a Equinox or Saren DPS. Any DPS should be fine, but the big thing here, guys, is the negative power strength Nova, because that will make it where the enemies run faster, and they'll run to the objective quicker, and your DPS can kill them faster. That's going to be really important. Missions like, I did a COD when I did this like a week or two ago, and it was kind of fast. It wasn't like the fastest thing. There might be like a better node out there, but I'm just going to recommend a COD because the infested are so easy. So yeah, that's a pretty straightforward one. Basically, just make sure you're a friend with somebody or in a clan with somebody while you're doing this mission. You can send friend requests to people mid-mission and they accept it, and it will still count, guys. So make sure you talk to people. And then the Prophet Taker one, we had this last week as well. So the biggest problem here, guys, is that this is locked behind rank 5 Solaris United. So you need to completely grind to max rank with a Fortuna Syndicate to get access to the Prophet Taker boss fight. And then not only do you need to do that, but someone else in your clan or one of your friends also needs to do that so you can get this challenge done. Because this requires a friend or clanmate to be in the mission with you when you complete it. So if you've gotten over that roadblock, guys, you're probably just going to have this challenge done no problem. Because the hardest part, like I said, is getting access to this mission in the first place. So yeah, some of the top frames for the Prophet Taker are Chroma, Rhino, Octavia, and Anaros. I have a couple videos on the Prophet Taker on my channel. Feel free to check them out. And then, as I said, don't forget to add people mid-mission if you need to. And it does work mid-mission. Okay, guys, so that's it for the video today. Yeah. Hoping that we get the Jupiter remaster, like, next week. Maybe not, though. Like, probably not going to happen, honestly. Probably going to happen, like, mid to late month. They said that the Jupiter remaster is coming out this month, so if you have super high hopes like me, it's going to come out next week. But if you don't, I mean, who knows? Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Pretty straightforward Nightwave week. I did want to mention that they did say they're going to be changing the way Nightwave week works next season. They'll be taking away one of the elite weeklies and 2 of the normal weeklies, so there will be 5 weeklies and 2 elite weeklies per week. But you'll still get the same amount of rep per week. So if I was to complete these 5 challenges and the 2 elite weeklies, I get the same amount of rep as I would currently with 7 weeklies and 3 elite weeklies. Okay, guys? So it should be a change for the better. There's a few other things they're changing. It seems like the next Nightwave will be infested based, so that's cool. Maybe that will move or get us excited for the infested open world I hope they make someday. Okay, guys? I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, and peace.